Have you ever felt the sting of criticism? The sharp barb of an unfair accusation? What is your first instinct? To defend, to justify, to explain yourself until you're blue in the face, desperately seeking the other person's approval. We've all been there. But what if I told you that in that very act of justification, you are surrendering your power, handing over the keys to your inner peace, to your accuser? The great psychologist Carl Jung understood this dance of shadows and power intimately. He taught that the desperate need to be understood is a trap. When you justify yourself, you're essentially begging for validation from the very person who seeks to undermine you. You're playing their game, on their field, by their rules. Jung might say, the less you need to explain, the more powerful you become. Think of your silence not as emptiness, but as a sword in its sheath. It's a deliberate, strategic choice. When someone throws a verbal stone, instead of scrambling to throw one back or build a wall of excuses, you simply stand your ground. This strategic silence creates a vacuum, a space where the attacker's aggression has nothing to land on. It hangs in the air, exposed and awkward. You are no longer a participant in their drama. You become an observer. This shifts the entire dynamic. You're not begging for understanding. You are commanding the narrative by refusing to engage on their terms. Now, let's explore a more active technique, what we might call the elegant reversal. When someone accuses you of something, instead of defending your actions, you reframe the situation. You turn a mirror back on them, not with aggression, but with genuine curiosity about their own psychology. For instance, if someone says, "You're so disorganized, this project is a mess," the typical response is, "No, it's not. I did this, and this, and this." ... double quotes instead. Try a shift. You could calmly respond, "It's interesting that you perceive it as disorganized. What specific aspects lead you to that conclusion?" Notice the difference. You are not accepting their frame. You are inviting them to expose their own criteria, their own inner workings. Another powerful variant of this is shifting the burden of proof. Let's take the same example. Instead of defending, you place the responsibility for a solution back on the critic. You might ask, "I see. Given the constraints we're working with, how would you have structured it differently to achieve a better outcome?" This is not a challenge, but a genuine inquiry. Suddenly, they are no longer in the comfortable position of a critic. They must become a problem solver. More often than not, they won't have a well-thought-out answer, which subtly reveals the criticism may have been more about emotion than substance. You've elegantly flipped the script without being defensive. As Jung noted, the psyche and the body are not separate. Your physical composure is the anchor for your verbal serenity. When you're under attack, your body will want to react. Your heart will race. Your shoulders will tense. Your breathing will become shallow. This is where your practice begins. Before you even speak, ground yourself physically. Maintain an open, relaxed posture. Keep your gaze steady. Not aggressive, but unwavering. And most importantly, control your breath. Practice what is known as square breath. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. This simple act sends a powerful signal to your nervous system that you are not in danger, that you are in control. Your calmness becomes a nonverbal shield far more potent than any frantic explanation. Instead of getting lost in the weeds of their argument, arguing over facts, take a step back and question the context of the attack itself. Ask yourself, or even them, a question like, what is the purpose of this conversation right now? Or who benefits from this line of questioning? This lifts the interaction from a personal squabble to a strategic analysis. You are no longer a character in their play. You are the director, observing the scene and questioning the motives of the actors. It disrupts their momentum because they expect you to engage with the content of their attack, not the intent behind it. It's crucial to recognize when a discussion is no longer productive. Some arguments are not meant to be won. They are black holes designed to drain your energy. Here, the most powerful move is a strategic withdrawal. This is not cowardice. It is wisdom. You must set and enforce your boundaries. You can say, with calm finality, I see we have different perspectives on this. I don't think we're going to find common ground right now, so I'm going to step away from this conversation. And then you physically leave. Viewing withdrawal as a strategic repositioning, rather than a defeat, is key. You are preserving your most valuable resource, your own inner order and psychological energy. This discipline is not something you can just switch on in a moment of crisis. It must be cultivated daily. Think of it as psychological hygiene. Practice your square breathing every day, so it becomes second nature. Prepare a few concise, neutral responses you can use as a default. Presses like I'll have to think about that, or thank you for sharing your perspective, can act as a buffer, giving you precious seconds to regain your composure instead of reacting impulsively. This daily practice builds the mental and emotional muscle you need to remain centered when the storm hits. Jung spoke of the shadow, the parts of ourselves we deny. Often, our frantic need to justify comes from a place of insecurity, a fear that the criticism might be true. By doing this work, you learn to integrate your shadow. You can acknowledge your imperfections without letting them define you or be used as a weapon against you. True empathy isn't about absorbing another person's chaos or validating their projections. It's about comprehending their state of mind, perhaps even their pain, without abandoning your own center. You can understand their reality without making it your own. Let me leave you with a phrase that should become a mantra for your inner world. I owe no explanation. This is not a statement of arrogance, but of profound self. You owe consistency to your own purpose. You owe respect to your own time and energy. You do not owe anyone an endless performance of justification to make them feel comfortable with their own judgments. Your life, your actions, and your consistency are your explanation. As Jung believed, the ultimate goal of our psychological journey is individuation, becoming our most authentic, integrated selves. This journey involves detaching from the need for external validation and finding that quiet, unshakable peace within. It's the peace that comes from knowing who you are, independent of the applause or the criticism of the crowd. Your truth is not debated, it is lived. Thank you for joining me on this exploration. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more insights into navigating the complexities of the human mind. Take care of your inner world.